Hello everyone. Today I would like to explain numerical integration. Okay. This is the process of obtaining approximately the value of the definite integral. Okay. Definite integral means here I is equal to integral between a to b y into dx. Okay. Limit is, it is defined under the closed interval a b. A is lower limit, b is upper limit. Okay. So without actually integrating the function but only using the value of y at some points of x equally spaced over closed interval ab. This is called numerical integration. Okay. So this process when applied to a function of single variable is known as quadrature. Okay. So in this chapter we are studying Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson 3/8 rule and Wedel's rule. Okay. So firstly Simpson 1/3 rule. Okay. Integration between x naught to x naught plus nh y into dx, otherwise f of x dx is equal to h by 3 of y naught plus yn plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus etc. plus yn minus 2 plus 4 times of y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus etc. yn minus 1. Here h is common width. Already I explained x is equally spaced. Okay, that is width. Common difference is h. Okay. See, once again I'll explain the formula. H by 3, 1/3, 1 by 3, h by 3, y naught plus yn. Okay, first term plus last term plus 2 into y2. Okay, y2, y4 you can observe even position of y values. y2 plus y4 plus y6 etc. Okay, then plus 4 times of odd position values, y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus etc. and so on. Okay, Simpson's 1/3 rule is applicable only when n is even number. Okay, so number of interval. Okay, even interval should be there. For this is applicable. Next, Simpson's 3/8 rule. Okay, similarly the formula is C, integration between x naught to x naught plus nh f of x dx, otherwise y into dx is equal to 3/8, 3h by 8 of y naught plus yn, first term plus last term plus 3 into, later I will explain, see 2 into C 3, 6, y3, y6, y9 etc. So understood it is 3 multiple position value of y, y3 plus y6 plus etc. Okay, and this is the rest of the values. Okay, y1, y2, y4, y5 and so on. Okay, like this we should make the group. Okay, then Simpson 3/8 rule is applicable when n is a multiple of 3, means when n is 3, 6 or 9, like that. Okay, next come to the last method, that is Wedel's rule. Okay, this rule is defined for 6 multiples, but for your syllabus when n is 6 this is sufficient. So I'll explain the formula. See, integration between x naught to x6, directly taken x6 only because I have taken n is 6, y into dx is equal to 3h by 10 of, while writing the formula you just do the terms like this, y naught plus y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6. Take all the 7 terms here including y naught to y6 means 7 terms is there. Then you just give the coefficient 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1. Okay, in bracket I have mentioned. Later you have to write the coefficient of each y. Okay, so this is the Wedel's rule. Okay, then next we'll solve the problem. Evaluate integral between 0 to 6 dx by 1 plus x square by using Simpson's 1/3 rule. For the same problem I'll solve by applying all 3 methods, Simpson 3/8 rule and Wedel's rule. Okay, these 3 rules are applicable when n is 6 because first one is Simpson 1/3. This rule is applicable when n is even number, so 6 is even. Second one Simpson 3/8, it is applicable only for when n is 3 multiple, so it is 6, it is 3 multiple. So Wedel's rule, this is 6 multiple, so it is 6. Okay, so actually the x and y values are not given, we have to construct by using the given data. So first we need to take the x values, we need h. So h is equal to upper limit minus lower limit divided by n. Okay, so upper limit 6 minus 0 divided by n is 6. So you got 1. H is 1, width is 1. So xc initial term x naught, lower limit is 0, no? 0. So increase x naught by adding h, because x1 is equal to x naught plus h. Okay, so x naught is 0 plus 1 is 1. So x2 means x naught plus 2h, otherwise x1 plus h. x1 plus h means 1 plus 1 2. Like this you have to increase it by adding 1. So finally 6, last term is 6, upper limit is 6, so we need to stop here. So correspondingly we need to calculate y. Y is 1 by 1 plus x square. So 1 by 1 plus x square, first term 0 you put, so 1 by 1 1. So next 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 2, 1 by 2 is 0.5. Like this you have to calculate y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. After having this we have to substitute in the formula. First one, by Simpson 1/3 rule. Write the formula. Simpson 1/3 rule, we know that h by 3 1/3. So h by 3 of first term plus last term plus 4 into odd position values of y, y1 plus y3 plus y5, y1, y3, y5 plus 2 into even. So even means y2 and y4. You should not take again y6, because this has taken as last term, terminal point. So it is y6 is here. So this is the formula. Okay, so afterwards you have to substitute corresponding values. y0 1, y6 is 0.027. Like this you do the substitution and you got the answer 1.3662. Okay, so next same problem I will solve by using Simpson 3/8 rule. See the formula, 3h by 8. So formula, first term plus last term, y0 plus y6 plus, first I will take this thing 2 into multiple of 3 multiple position values. So y3, and then next one is y6. But y6 we can't take because it is already appeared along with y0. y0 plus last term y6. That's what you are having, 2 into y3. Okay, 3 multiple position of y, that position. Okay, y3. Rest of all terms come along with 3 into. So y1 plus y2, y4 and y5. Okay, corresponding values have substituted here. So you got the answer 1.3571. Okay, so come to the third method, that is Wedel's rule. Wedel's rule formula, 3h by 10, y0 plus y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6. Then give the coefficient 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1. Okay, so you write like this. Then do the substitution, values from taken from the table and substituted. Then see the answer. This is 1.3735. Okay, so which concludes we have discussed all 3 methods.